Hi Cancer, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your January 1st to the 15th, 2020 reading for you. And I'm so excited because this is the first reading of the new decade, and it is just absolutely amazing. I'm very excited for it. Now, if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also to subscribe to my channel. So let's dive in now, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus, and see what this time frame has in store for you. Now, I'm going to be moving the Spirit Guide oracle cards, animal oracle cards, over to the side, and I'm going to layer them on top of the tarot at the end to give greater insight and greater understanding. And I'm going to take the Botanical oracle cards and move these over to the side and use these in just a moment. So let's now see, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus, what January 1st to the 15th, 2020 has in store for you. January 1st to the 15th, 2020, Cancer. 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 Show me clearly, 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 show me clearly. Fantastic. That's where we're going to stop. At the center of everything, Cancer, is the Eight of Challenges. Now, that is the Eight of Swords. Now, I didn't say before. These are the Enchanted Forest tarot cards, and they are all named something completely different than the Rider-Waite-Smith has the names for things. So what I'm going to do is, as I turn them over, I'm going to equate them. I'm going to reference the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. So the Eight of Challenges is the Eight of Swords. You are crowned by suspension, which is the Hanged Man, which I really like. And then you have the Three of Vision, the Three of Cups, the Five of Spells, the Five of Wands. Then you have the oldest one, which is the Hierophant, which is a Taurus energy, a time frame of April 20th to May 20th. Then you have the Nine of Boon, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Six of Boon, the Six of Pentacles. Then you have the Forest Lord, which is the Emperor. This is an Aries energy, a time frame of March 21st, there we go, to April 19th. And then you have the Black Shuck, I believe that's what it says. And this is the Death card in the Major Arcana. And this is a Scorpio time frame, a time frame of October 23rd to November 21st. And then we have the Seeker of Visions. The Seeker, this is the Knight of Cups, water sign energy, a Pisces, a Scorpio, a Cancer, which of course is you, Cancer, shining through right here. So that is absolutely beautiful. You are coming through rooted in your traditions, rooted in what you need. But there is something here that you are having a rebirth from, that you are setting yourself free, and you see things differently than everyone else. And it has you thinking actually that you are wrong. You are definitely kind of leaning towards that, and especially when it comes to your heart, Cancer. So for all Cancers, definitely, but also for those Cancers, those who have Cancer in their Venus, all right? You are thinking in a way that how you love is wrong, and for all Cancers, that it's going to be the case too. There's something about your heart's truth being wrong and not being the way that everybody else kind of wants you to be, or you think everybody else wants you to be. You're thinking that they're disappointed or something like that, and I'm here to tell you that you are actually so much stronger than others give you credit for. I mean, seriously, just shut the door on their negativity because you do not need it in your life. All right, let's see. Oh, goodness, I'm jumping ahead of myself. Okay, your Botanical cards, Cancer, January 1st to the 15th, 2020, Cancer. 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 Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Fantastic. Okay. This card right here, which this is St. John's wort, and it is stabilized. And this one here, which is bearberry, and it is strength. Okay? All the cards are linked in the description box below, by the way, just in case you're wondering. All right, so let's dive in to your Botanical Oracle cards. So we have here with stabilizing, and that's what's needed to be done. You need to stabilize your mind, your thoughts, and the way that you want to be moving forward, because challenges are coming in. And what I'm seeing here, and I'm just going to put these two together because that's what Spirit is saying to do. What I'm seeing here is you're protecting vitally what's important to you. And so here she's protecting her eyes, her face, right? Her eyes and her neck is being protected. So you're protecting kind of the weakest parts of you. Right? Now, swords represent the mind. This can be a challenge of the mind. This can also be, just simply, wow. Okay, so Spirit says it can be simply trying to survive. Simply saying, this is my truth. This is where I need to stand. This is what I need to do. And as you do so, you don't have time for everything else. The extravagances of life. You're simply fighting to keep your head above water at times. Right? And this is either you have gone through a time in your life where it was so traumatic that it comes up. It does. It comes up. It like kind of sneaks up on you. It steals your breath away. It makes you feel like you can't move forward. And it makes you feel like, again, you have to protect the weakest parts of you. You have to protect yourself. Or you just have to protect yourself because you're seeing yourself as weak. And you're stabilizing yourself to the truth that you are stronger, Cancer, than you give yourself credit for. And the pain, the hardship, the trials that you have been through, the challenges that you have been through, they have actually made you stronger than you could have ever imagined. And they are actually leading you towards a grace that you hadn't thought you were worthy of before. And Spirit wants me to tell you right now that a door is opening up. You are stabilizing your life. You are stopping the hemorrhaging, okay? And you are moving forward. Whether this be in your mind, whether there be a fear that's over you, you have a fear and it's from a past life and you don't know where it's coming from. You don't know why you have it. But here with the 8 of Challenges, you're just trying to protect yourself. You're just trying to move forward. Or whether you can say, oh, Dane, I know exactly what this is. When I'm speaking, whatever comes into your head, that's it. Whether it be the smallest, most minute thing and you think, oh my gosh, if I ever said that to somebody, that was causing me this much pain, this much trauma, they laugh. It does not matter. It does not matter. Everybody laughs. Sarah laughed. I mean, not to get religious, some people, but Sarah laughed, and look what it started. Right? In the Old Testament. So no, here, everybody doubts, everybody fears. Now you're stabilizing. And the color that shines through here is green. It's healing and cleansing your heart chakra. Listen to a heart chakra cleanse on YouTube, or just focus white light energy or golden light energy around your heart. It can be green light, see it as this pure, luscious, beautiful green, or whatever green makes you happy. Stabilize your heart to move you forward. That's what you're doing because you're embracing strength with the bearberry. You're embracing your strength. And the red here is what's shining through. So that's the root chakra. That's also overcoming, and okay, that makes sense now, why Spirit said with Venus. It doesn't have to be that if you have your Cancer in Venus, that this makes all the difference in the world. What I'm seeing is that the red also represents love. It represents sex. It represents the way we move forward and the way we connect to people. So here you're healing and cleansing your root chakra, and you're also freeing yourself from past pains, past disappointments, this life, past lives. And you're moving yourself forward in balance within your own body, within your own self, within your own sex. So here you are being empowered. Let yourself move forward. Let yourself embrace that truth. Heal and cleanse your root chakra. Again, it can be listening to a root chakra cleanse. It can be picturing red light around your root chakra. Just beautiful, luscious red light. And then feeling yourself calm. Taking time to breathe. The stabilizing of your root chakra, the healing and the cleansing of your root chakra will also help put all your other chakras into alignment, will help you move forward. So here, you have the doubts and fear, but you have the Scorpio energy coming in. You have the Death card energy coming in. Now that's a Scorpio time frame. October 23rd to November 21st is the time frame. Right? A dying away of the old self, a rebirth of the new. You're also embracing shadows and doubts and fears and things that are born of the night. Right? Where the mind can let go. Where the mind can embrace mysteries and look at the mysteries and say, oh my gosh, am I going to move forward this way? Because it's the spooky things that happen at night, right? When we read stories, in Shakespeare especially, the witches don't come out during the middle of the day. They come out at night. Double, double toil and trouble. You are, and if it can be from that long ago, that we have witches coming out at night, that we have, that which we are afraid of coming out at night, then it's ingrained in our psyche. So now you are dying away from the fears. You're having a rebirth, a dying away of the old self, a rebirth of the new, and you're seeing that it isn't that bad. Yes, what you have been through, you do not want to go through again, absolutely, positively. But you are stronger and braver and more because you are standing here. And because I firmly believe that if you are listening to these videos, if you listen to my channel, you're not resonating down here. Not at all. You're resonating up here. You are resonating right up here. Your personal vibration has risen. Okay? You are seeking something more than what everybody else is seeking. You are seeking a happiness, a contentment, a prosperity of soul. You are looking for the way to move forward to your bliss, to your purpose. And here, you have the dying away of the old self, a rebirth of the new, rising like a phoenix. And that's not a bad thing. People say, oh, why do we always have to be phoenixes? Because we are constantly, as human beings, evolving and being reborn. You are not who you once were. You're not. You're not who you were 10 years ago. You're not even who you were this morning. Okay? You are constantly being reborn. 5 minutes ago, you are not the same person that you were 5 minutes ago. We change in little tiny ways. So here, that is why you're rising like the phoenix. Because you're taking what you have learned, what has scared you, what has been overwhelming, what's at your heart. And the pains of the heart, they take so long to heal. They hold so much truth to them. And now you're moving forward. You're seeing everything differently. You see the situation, you see with love differently than everybody else. That doesn't mean it's better or worse. It means it's different. So you might very well find that it's very hard to have people understand you. You are embracing your differences. Right? Here, he's caught in amber. Okay? The lifeblood of the tree. So here, and there's also a dragonfly. And if you've watched my videos before, you know my affinity towards dragonflies. I believe that they're the way those who have passed contact us and connect with us. I know everybody says butterflies, but my grandparents had passed, my grandma had passed, and we were super, super close. And I can't remember if it was 16 or if it was 18. And I think it was 16, and a dragonfly landed on my hand. And I was in the garden or something like that, and my mom looked at me and she goes, oh my gosh, that's your grandma. And it was just like out of nowhere. And so that's why I always connect them to that. So it's somebody that you love and respect and honor connecting with you. And it can be from a past life. It can be from this life. It doesn't really matter. What matters is that you are moving forward in the lifeblood of earth, and you are seeing things so differently than everybody else that you can't conform to what they want. And that's okay. You are going to have to know, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus, that you are different and you are beautiful because of that difference. And here, then we have the Lord of the Forest, right? Aries time frame, March 21st to April 19th. Now the Aries time frame goes into the Taurus time frame of April 20th to May 20th. So know that this is going to be a very powerful time for you, Aries time frame to Taurus time frame. This is you embracing your strength, being crowned by your majesty, moving forward and knowing what it is that you desire, conquering fears and enemies, because the boar is a tremendously scary animal. In medieval times, they would write about the boar hunts, and that was a great show of strength because they were small, they were agile, and they could cut you open with their tusks. They could hamstring your horse, they could just wreak havoc on everything. So here, there's a sense of you connecting with fears, but also connecting with your strength, moving forward towards what you desire. Some of you are seeing things differently than in Aries, or you're seeing things differently than somebody who is very strategically minded, All right, very kind of down to earth, very kind of like, this is the strategy, this is where we're going to be, or militant. It can even be somebody who's very militant. All right, but here it is a sense of connecting with the Lord of the forest, connecting with the great provider of the forest. And as you do so, you'll see the fears fall away. You'll see your truth moving you. Then we have, what is this? The oldest one. There we go. The oldest one. And the oldest one represents the Hierophant in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. And so the Hierophant is moving towards traditions. The Hierophant is represented by, in the Rider-Waite-Smith, by a pope sitting with monks at his feet. So a pope in medieval times was the king of kings. Okay? He could tell kings what to do. Right? So here you have the oldest one. You have kind of what makes me think of the first tree. You know, the wisdom that comes from it. The being grounded to the earth, and you're connected to it. This is saying, connect to your strengths, connect to your power, connect to your heart, connect to what you desire, and play your song. Do not let other people talk above you. Do not let other people's truths outweigh your own, because you are on your road to enlightenment, and you can reach that beauty by listening to why you were put on this earth. Follow your traditions. Follow what is right for you. Do not let others bend you or change you or warp you. That's what Spirit is saying, warp you to what they want. You have to stay in your truth and in your power. And as you do so, you embrace the song of your existence. Now, with the seeker of visions, right? That is you. You're the cups, okay? So you're seeking the vision of your truth. Now, vision is very important. Why? Well, yes, you can put it back to the fact that we are sight hunters, all right? So our ancestors were sight hunters. We still today are sight hunters. So here, what we see is very important to us. What we see, we wind up believing. So here you are expanding your truth to your greater wisdom. You are staying true to yourself, and you are seeing so much more than you had ever realized. And as you move forward in the truth of your desire, in the truth of your heart's song, you have the nine of boon. You have the the hummingbird alighting on your hand. You have the bounty all around you. You are part of the earth, and you are embracing the prosperity that comes from it. And as you embrace this prosperity, you're going to find that doubts and fears come up in your mind, and they say, wait, you don't deserve this. You can't get there. The worries of the Eight of Changes starts to come in. You can't get there. You have all these brambles around you, all these briars around you. You can't possibly get to where it is that you want to be. Look how cut up you are. Look how scarred you are from your past. It's going to come up. But then look at this, and this makes me laugh. You see that man right there? He has a frog's head. He's been turned into a frog, or at least half a frog. And then this guy is doing a battle with a frog. So is this battle what it seems? And this man right here, instead of having the face of a frog, has the legs of the frog. So is the battle that you are fighting what it seems? In your head, have you made it into something that it's not? Is the beauty and the prosperity, because frogs turn into princes, don't they, in fairy tales? Okay? So you have your prince coming, or your princess, or whomever it is that you want to be coming. And I'm not saying that somebody's going to save you, because I don't believe in that. I don't believe that somebody will come and save you. And I know that sounds really harsh, and you might turn off the video and say, Dana, I just want to be saved. Shut up. I get that. I was definitely there, desperately wanted to be saved. But the thing is that you have to save yourself. Because that's the arc of this fairy tale of life. That's the arc of it. And this isn't a Disney fairy tale. You don't get to marry the prince and walk off into the castle and live happily ever after and everything be wonderful. This isn't Cinderella. This is old school Cinderella, where it was a fur slipper. And the stepsister cut off half her foot to be able to step into it. Okay? Life is harsh. Life is suffering. Life is cruel. But it's also absolutely beautiful. But if you didn't have the heartbreaking moments, you would never have the beauty. And that's what you're seeing here. You're seeing that there's a battle within the mind. Now, this could also be a fight that starts off really small and blows up into something big. And it's on your road to being prosperous, successful, bountiful. It's on your road to bounty, and it changes the whole entire thing. It actually makes you see yourself a lot more clearly than ever before. And it makes you seek deeper a truth, because you know what? That person, not right. Now, who is that person that you might be fighting with? If you do wind up fighting with a person, it can be a Scorpio or it can be a, what is this? A Taurus. There we go. It can be a Scorpio or a Taurus. All right. But that's going to be for very few of you. All right. There is a sense of truth coming in through the shadows, and you have to stay true to yourself. And that's what's going to help you through this hard time. That actually can avoid an argument completely. What you are doing here is you're transforming. Right? And I see this more as mental. I do. I see this more as mentally looking at things, seeing what it is that you desire, and saying, okay, you know what? I'm talking myself out of it. Things are getting hard. My head is pulling up all the ways that I should have failed before. But am I telling myself fairy tales? Right? Am I stronger than this? Because you have already been through the war. Life is war. I mean, I know that sounds a little harsh, but it is. It is a battle every day to live towards your goals, to meet your goals, to meet what you desire. And that leads you to the Six of Boon. Now, the Six of Boon, which is very interesting, it's the Six of Pentacles, which in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck shows a person with a scale giving, I don't know if they have a scale, but they're giving to two people, right? And the two people are obviously in financial need. Here, this woman has all these rabbits around her, keeping her warm. And they're brown rabbits and they're white rabbits, and it is two families coming together, okay? Two types of bunnies coming together to keep her warm. So what I'm seeing here is not that you are going to be giving to people, and not that you have to watch out. Because here, even the bunny's at her back, and nobody else is keeping that bunny warm. What I'm seeing here is that there's a warmth that is going to be surrounding you, that is going to bring you prosperity and bounty and beauty into your life. And it's going to come unexpectedly, but it's going to come profoundly. And as it comes, right, as you're surrounded by this warmth, beware who you trust. Always, absolutely always. When I see the Three of Visions, the Three of Cups, it tells me that you can't trust everybody. And I know that is odd because that is not how most people read it, but that is how I always have to read the Three of Cups, or else it just doesn't come out right. It just doesn't. And I sit there and I'm like, oh, okay. So here, there is a sense of having trusted people and having had them let you down. But it's more than being let down, because everybody's let down. We always let people down every single day, and whether that be in you didn't answer the phone when the person called, or you didn't text back right away, or whatever it is, there are a million letdowns. So it's not exactly a letdown. It is a sense of a betrayal, and it's a hurt. And it's a hurt that you carry with you from somebody that you trusted, somebody who you thought would keep you warm, but you were wrong. They didn't. So here, there is a sense of learning to kind of hold your cards close to your chest. All right? And as you do that, you embrace the Lord of the Forest. You embrace your prosperity. You embrace your bounty. You see your worth and you know your worth, and you change. You are reborn. You transform. There's a dying away of the old self, a rebirth of the new, a stepping into your power, knowing what you desire, knowing where it is that you stand. So let's see what your spirit animal cards have to say. Cancer, January 1st to the 15th, 2020. 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 Cancer. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Fantastic. All right, and I'm going to lay these out quietly. I love the flight. That was the first thing I was drawn to. The fact that your pig has wings is beautiful, all right? And then the flight that is all right here. Even the jumping of, excuse me, the jumping of the gazelle. It even looks here like the lizard has wings. There is a sense of you taking flight. At the heart of everything, we have the hawk spirit. And this says, let spirit be your guide. Through the doubts, through the fears, through the apprehensions, through the doubts that you will ever get to where it is that you want to be. Let spirit be your guide. Know that you are being guided by a higher force, and that's going to stabilize you. That's also going to strengthen you and move you forward, right? Do not let your mind get carried away with itself, because our minds can so easily do that. It can so easily make things into absolute catastrophes. So here, embrace spirit. Embrace you flying to heights you had yet to realize. And then we have the fox spirit, which says, think on your feet. Think on your feet as you are reborn. And look at these golden eyes that are shining out. Okay? So here, there is a sense of a golden truth guiding you and seeing a golden truth. That is what spirit is saying. You're seeing a golden truth, and it is guiding you towards something greater. You have to think on your feet as you are reborn. Then you are crowned by the dove spirit. It says, be peace. Be peace as you see things differently. Be peace. Do not sit there and think, oh my gosh, I'm wrong. I shouldn't possibly, how could I be so foolish? No. Know that your views on things are going to be different, and embrace your views, embrace your power, embrace your truth, right? Because it's transforming you, and it's giving you flight, and it's bringing you peace. Then we have the badger spirit, which says, be fearless and bold as you embrace your power and your truth. Okay, even if you come up against somebody who is going to be, this person's going to be very different than you. Okay, a person, especially if their emotions come from kind of an Aries standpoint. And I'm not saying if you're an Aries, this isn't a diss to you at all. This is saying that Cancers, you are all heart. Okay, a Cancer at their best is all heart. You think with your emotions. You are represented by the water, by the cups in the minor arcana. You are a water sign. You are emotions. You are the life giver to the earth. Okay, you are what replenishes and renews and washes away, right? Aries is a fire. Water puts out fire, but fire can evaporate water. So you have here something that's going to be very contrary to what you see yourself as. And it can also be stepping into your strength is something very contrary to what you see yourself as, to the power you see yourself having. All right? Embrace it. All right? Wear your crown. Wear your crown. Be fearless. Be bold. Be brave. Do not let others bully you into losing track of what is truly important to your heart and your soul. At your roots, we have the pig spirit, which says, use your mind wisely. Use your mind wisely as you embrace your truth. And you might think, when pigs fly, there's something here where it keeps on telling me, when pigs fly, oh my gosh, this is never going to happen. Here, it is. It is. You are taking root. You are embracing deeper knowledge than you had ever expected before or ever thought of. And now you are being emboldened. Now you are moving towards your glory and your grace. Be bold. All right? Use your mind wisely. You are brilliant. And at times you don't see it. Stick to your traditions. Stick to what makes you, Cancer. It's not wrong. There's somebody here who's going to try and make you doubt yourself, make you look at things and say, oh, I'm seeing it wrong. You're not. You're seeing what's right for you. And they should have the respect enough to see what's right for them. Then we have the beaver spirit, which says, lay a solid foundation. Lay a solid foundation for what you are seeking. Lay a solid foundation for the music that is embracing your heart and your soul. Lay a solid foundation as you move forward and as you embrace what you love. Because we have the eagle spirit here. And the eagle spirit says, spirit has your back as you embrace your prosperity, as you embrace your bounty, as you go after, no, not as you go after, as you radiate the wealth, the prosperity, the bounty that you want in your life, as it surrounds you, okay, as you are embracing it. Okay? Know that Spirit has your back, and you are embracing new heights and new truths, and greater heights and greater truths. Then we have the Lizard Spirit, which says, dream the world into being. And I love this card so much. It's one of my absolute favorites. Dream the world into being. Because here you are creating what you are thinking. Our minds are so powerful. And when our minds gets caught, have you ever noticed that when you get caught in a rut of seeing the negative, it just keeps on coming. It's like, oh my gosh, that person bothers me. And then, wow, that person really bothers me. And then, oh my gosh, I can't believe the situation. Or, oh my gosh, my job, And then all of a sudden, everything just keeps on bothering and bothering and bothering. And it builds up and it builds up until you're like a teapot ready to explode, So here, focus your mind on what it is that you truly want to create. There is a sense of focusing your thoughts, knowing what it is that you desire. And it doesn't have to be that you know. It doesn't have to be like some magic coming in. It can be, I know I want to be happy. Now, on my phone, and yeah, I don't know if I've told you guys, but it's worth telling again. I have on my phone, going off on alarm twice a day, saying I am enough. Why? Because first of all, it makes me smile. Every time I see it, every time my phone rings and tells me I'm enough, it makes me happy. Right? Because I need that reminder. And we all need that reminder because the world piles on and piles on and piles on. And sometimes it just feels like you're keeping your head above the water. You're not drowning. And sometimes you feel like you are. It is good to know that you are enough. It is good to know that you have the tools to move you forward. And me telling you you're enough means nothing. It means nothing. It's like, okay, thank you very much, Dane. But if you knew everything I had to do, everything that needs to be done, you believing and you having it programmed into your mind, seeing it every single day, twice a day, just have it programmed into the alarm on your phone. I am enough. Morning and night, afternoon and night. I suggest seeing it before you go to sleep at night because it does make you smile. Right? Here. The doubts, the fears. Let them go. No, Spirit is just saying to me, you can't let them go. They're always going to be there. You are always going to have doubt. You are always going to have fear. Why? Because you're human. Right? Know here, with the Lizard Spirit, you are dreaming the world into being. What you focus on in your mind becomes the reality that you are creating. Do not have it be a war. Focus your thoughts. Focus what you desire. Okay? Organize things. Stabilize yourself. And watch your mind creating a reality that is beautiful. That leads you to thinking on your feet. That leads you to laying a solid foundation. The solid foundation is so important for you as you move forward. As you embrace your truth. You need that solid foundation, Cancer. Everybody needs that solid foundation. A house built on sand, it falls, it crumbles. Do not let things crumble. And yes, it doesn't mean that everything has to be perfect all the time, but it means here that you know your truth. You know who it is that you are. You use your mind wisely. You think wisely. And this leads you to a rebirth that has you surrounded by the warmth of love and the warmth of innocence. What is sweeter than a bunny? Yes, bunnies can bite and bunnies can be vicious, but you have here this beautiful sense of being protected by something luscious and warm and lovely. And a rebirth is assured, is coming, surrounded by that love that leads you to the antelope spirit. Life is speeding up. Things are changing. Don't think everybody's going to be on your side. They're not. I know that's harsh to say, and most people don't like to hear it. But, kind of the saying, trust everyone and brand your cattle as you move towards your dreams, as you move forward in your truth and in your beauty. That leads you to the badger spirit. Be fearless and bold as you think on your feet, as you move forward. Your subconscious message for the Botanical Oracle cards is tribulation, okay? The nettles. Things get hairy, things get, upset, and you're looking at things and you're like, oh my goodness, right? But they also they also calm down. All right, so know that yes, tribulations, you do have the trials and the tribulations that come into your life, but you do have the ability to move forward in the strength and in the stabilizing. This is why you need the strength in stabilizing, because subconsciously you're seeing the nettles of things. You're seeing the spikes, the way you can be pricked. Okay, and this moves you to the wolf spirit. It says turn knowledge into wisdom. As you move forward, as you go after what you want, turn the nettles into wisdom. The hurts, the pains, the disappointments. See the beauty of your life. See the beauty of your truth. And that leads you, I love it, to the 10 of visions. Okay, the 10 of cups. I have a thing for unicorns. They always make me think of one of my favorite books, The Last Unicorn. So here, you have that beautiful, mythical serenity coming forward. And it also makes me think of The Last Unicorn makes me think of the unicorn tapestry, the medieval tapestry. So here, there is just a sense of beauty and peace surrounding you, of lusciousness, of happiness, of joy, of a contentment of the heart. And subconsciously, this is what you're moving towards. A ending of a cycle, a contentment of the heart, and the beauty of your truth. All right, Cancer. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. Happy new decade. I love you all.